Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, the State of Our World on Sunday, November 7th, 2021. So what is it? Good, better, and different? All three. Well, it's very serious. We still have the coronavirus with us. We have, I think, over 700,000 Americans who have passed away from this virus. We have about 5 million people worldwide who have lost their life to this virus. And yet, we still have the conspiracy theory people out there saying it's not real, it's a hoax, and vaccines are bad, masking is bad, and we can't, trust this stuff. And then we have this other thing that came out during the election about racism. Racism never went away, it's still here. And people don't want to know the truth. They don't want their children to know the truth. People were raised on the idea that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Well, that's not true, actually. It was someone else that became uh, named America. Christopher Columbus did come here as an explorer, and he murdered Native Americans. And a lot of people, places, cities are named Columbus, places are named Columbus. Like this Columbus, Ohio, in New York, there's an area called Columbus Circle. So he does have a lot of name recognition, but he was really a murderer. He set out to destroy the Indians, Native Americans, and take their land. And people want to stay with the illusion for their kids that the explorers were very benevolent, uh, but which is not true. And they also want to stay with their, uh, I guess, their false beliefs that the virus is not real, it doesn't hurt anybody, but it does. 700 plus thousand people have passed away in this country, 5 million worldwide. Um, and then we have the idea that slavery was good. The Civil War was not fought about slavery, it was fought about civil rights. But in slave times, if you were a slave, you had no rights at all. And after slavery ended, the states that had slaves put in what they call Jim Crow laws to control the former slaves. And the slaves became what they call sharecroppers, where they made a subsistence living, working in the same places where they were working. Then many also went north, where they weren't treated very well. We had segregation all over, and Jim Crow laws throughout the South, and segregation in the North and in the West. So we have a big problem in this country, and slavery. Actually, slaves came here in 1619. There's uh, a a project called the 1619 Project, but the right wing doesn't want you to know about that. They want you to think the United States is a wonderful place for everyone and no one was mistreated, but we know that's not true. Um, the U.S. was populated by many, many Native Americans who we call Indians, and their land was stolen from them and their lives were stolen from them because the settlers, the colonialists, gave them smallpox and yellow fever and blankets infected with smallpox and I believe yellow fever, and they also gave them alcohol, and they didn't have any experience with alcohol. So on a lot of reservations, a lot of the people have alcohol are alcoholics because it was introduced to them. So now for a little while, in a few years, there's been a movement for Native Americans to get back their land, regain their rights, and I hope they'll be successful. Okay, now how about a little music? Okay, why don't we sing? Um, okay. All right. How about Amazing Grace? That's a nice old song. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Okay, that was Amazing Grace. I don't know who wrote it. It's a very old song. I think lovely song. Thank you for tuning in this evening of November 7, 2021 for Knitted Meaning of Callan Speaks Steadful World. I hope you join us again tomorrow evening. In the meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others, wear a mask, practice social distancing when the vaccine is available for you, and it's safe for you to take it. I would take it. I had mine on May 27th. I had 2 sore arms and I was tired for weeks and I was fine. I think it is um, good idea. It's supposed to be had best be it's had it like June, July, August, October, 5 months. So in 3 months I'll reach my 8 month point when I may get a booster. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Take care of yourself and others. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Stay safe.